wise decision, but a financially painful decision.
Hello YouTube, my name's MC. I don't have a proper microphone yet, and I am an adult figure skater who's skating for about 10 months now. And where we last left off in my skating journey was I competed a couple weeks ago, and it was so awesome and so fun. You can watch a video about that. I'm sure I'll link it in the iCard if I remember. Despite being on YouTube for about 10 years, I kind of forget that you can do things like that. After the competition, I was off the ice for like a singular day, but it felt like an eternity. That next Monday, I got back on the ice, and I don't want to dox my coach, but she was gonna be out of town for a little bit. So I've kind of just had this time to just like work on stuff on my own. I feel like the hype from the competition really just had me super excited to get back. And so I was just going for it with those waltz jumps. They felt so great that day. I felt so confident. And for once, I felt mostly fearless. Minutes to practice things completely empty rink. I think I'm gonna go to competitions. I think I'm gonna go for work there and like skating distance stuff. For now, I'm really just trying to get more height in my waltz jumps just to become more fearless. my waltz jumps were looking so good. There's like a real like swing towards the end of it, like right before I take off. And it feels like a real jump, like they were feeling great. But my skates were feeling weird. Like I just didn't feel like I had the proper support, but I didn't know how to articulate it yet. I ended up going to the skate shop and I asked the skate tech like 1 billion questions, which I'm sure a lot of them were silly, but I really appreciate him answering all of them. I thought my skates were too big for me. That was my running theory. I feel like I had a lot of room in the front of my boot and kind of around my ankles a little bit. But it turns out, according to the Jackson like sizing thingy, I have the right size of skates. I tried on a brand new pair of the exact same skates in the exact same size, and they fit so much better. So I was like, that's weird. That is weird. And the skate tech was also just like, with secondhand boots, you never know what happens to them beforehand, which makes sense. A skate tech was like, hey, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get them heat molded and see if that fixes anything, and then if not, we'll just go from there. He was very understanding. I got my heat molding for free, which was very nice. And I went back out on the ice, did some of the same skills, and like, the ankles did fit a lot better. I didn't feel like unsupported in my ankles, which is good. I don't want to break those. I like having my ankles. It still didn't feel right. I still felt like I had a ton of room in the front of my boot, and I just didn't really notice much of a change there. And it was making me scared to do the skills that I'm trying to learn. So I ended up going back to the skate shop. The other day I had tried on some edea choruses and I thought those fit great, but I was a little apprehensive because you hear a lot of things about edeas online. And so I was like, are they gonna break down super quickly? Like, am I over booting in edeas? Am I under booting? You know, you see people online doing singles and ice flies, which like, more power to you. I don't want to spend $1,000 on my first real pair of skates, you know? I did a lot of thinking. Like, I was looking up like what kind of skates you need for your foot shape and like trying to figure out like what shape of foot I have. It's like, what kind of support rating do I need as an adult? I don't know. After agonizing over it, just talking to the skate tech made me feel a lot better. I tried on the edea courses, and once again, they were great. And the skate tech was like, okay, we can do MK Galaxies, because they were out of Coronation Aces. Or, and then he brings out these like ridiculous, fancy looking blades. He's like, well, we can do these. I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand the difference between blades. Really, I understand that there are different kinds of toe picks. I understand there are different kinds of rockers. I don't know how that impacts my skating, really. I was able to get a good deal, and so I ended up going with the Legacy 8 blades. And I was very, very, very ready to get back out on the ice, but I did have to wait a couple days. I had money saved up. Like, I didn't spend my birthday money because I was gonna put it towards new skates just whenever I needed to. I was prepared to spend some money, but it still hurt a little bit. After being very, very impatient, eventually, on Monday, I got my new skates. And I was very, very excited to get back out on the ice.
Anyway, I'm gonna go run some errands, aka get coffee, attempt to study Japanese a little bit because my friend wants to learn and I decided I would learn with them. And then I gotta go to Walmart Eye Center and see if they can swap out the lenses on these sunglasses my mom had like 10 years ago, because I want them for me. And then I get to go pick up my skates. I'm so excited. Also, I'm wearing Hokas today, so I feel so bouncy. Anyway, yeah, I gotta go. I have a bad habit of really wanting to learn a language, and then I start to do it, and it's like awesome, and then suddenly I just fall off of it completely. And I have actually tried to learn hiragana before. Back then I was just like using an app, so this time my strategy is a bit more hands-on. What I'm doing is I downloaded this Learn Hiragana textbook by Tofugu onto my iPad. It shows you the stroke order and you trace the characters a couple of times and then it asks you to write them yourself. And then after that it checks your memory. I'm also trying to reinforce this with like physical writing, so I do have a notebook as well and I have my own written out hiragana table. And so far it's working pretty well. I'm excited to keep learning and I hope I stick with it. So though I was very excited to skate in my new skates, I had no idea what it was going to feel like because the blades are a whole half-inch shorter than my old skates, so I knew the rockboard was going to be in a completely different place. I knew the blades were just going to be totally different, but after I got the hang of it, it felt so much better than my old skates. My 3 turns are so smooth. That was the first thing I noticed. My spins have a couple more evolutions now. I think I'm not dragging the toe pick as much when I spin.
So I wanted to show you guys the skates just like here. I got new soakers also. I did also get a lace puller because I still have nail extensions right now and they do not have much leverage with unlacing these. Also because I think it's lace weird and I'm still getting used to that, and also I'm honestly still getting used to doing it properly. I've only done 2 skating sessions with these new skates and I feel like I have not tied them tight enough because I feel like my ankles are still side to side wobbly. Like I did a crossover the other day and I saw my life flash before my eyes. My ankle just dropped so bad because my skates weren't laced tight enough. After 2 sessions of skating on them, I feel good about them. They have a little rhinestone on the top of the lace, which is really cute. They're definitely lighter than my old skates. Also the blades are so awesome. Oh my goodness, I didn't know how much of a difference better blades would make, or I didn't really know exactly what kind of a difference it would make, but like I feel like I'm just like gliding across the ice. Whenever I do a snowplow stop, it's like so quiet and so light. It's like effortless. And honestly, I like the cross-cut toe picks. I don't like denting the ice so much with my toe picks, so I feel like I'm not doing as much damage with them. But I also still feel like I'm getting a good grip on the ice at the same time. Overall, I do really like my new skates. It felt like Christmas when I got to use them for the first time. Like I was genuinely so excited. I don't have the box for the skates, unfortunately, but I do have the box for the blades. Because the kid guy was like, "You want this?" I was like, "Sure." So I think I'm gonna keep my like skating related mementos in there. I still have my first pair of laces that I took out of my Jacksons the other day. I don't know if keeping them is like weird, but it feels like it could be sentimental, you know? Either that or I like have the hoarder gene. I don't know. I just still have the same guards I was using. I don't see a point in replacing those. If anybody wants to get me e-guards someday, I will be forever in your debt. But for now, I will stick to being a diva on some sort of a budget. I'm excited to keep wearing them and to keep skating in them and seeing how I progress.
So life got a little crazy, and I did forget to film an outro for this video, but I hope you have enjoyed watching it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a great day or night, whatever time it is. I hope it is a good one. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!